heydays for quarries in Maine are long gone, but there are still a few, and most of them are using the stone they harvest for gravel. One such quarry has been approved now in the town of Alfred, and a group of residents there want the town to stop it from happening. But as News Center Maine's Pearl Small reports, town leaders say their hands are tied.
And he takes 30 Zyrtec a day. So you can imagine what the dust would do to him.
3 years ago, because of the dust and noise of a nearby quarry, Lauren Carroll had to move her 2 horses from the stable where they were kept and build them a new one in her backyard.
So here we are, 3 years later, and we're facing the same thing.
This year, Gorham Sand and Gravel applied to build a quarry in Alfred. The access road would be on Carroll's doorstep.
40 dump trucks a day, 6 days a week.
In addition to the noise, nearby residents are concerned about how mineral harvesting could release contaminants into the air and well water. When they took their concerns to the town, some of the planning board members agreed.
I don't want this in my backyard either.
Carroll thought they caught a break when the select board started working on a moratorium. But after complaints about how that might affect existing local contractors, they dropped it, and the planning board then approved the application.
And it's a done deal. And we're just really confused and concerned.
Because Alfred hasn't had a quarry in over 100 years, the planning board is in the process of updating its ordinances. Residents say town leaders should have delayed the approval until that was done.
I guess that might have been a possibility. I was told we had to act on what ordinances we had in effect.
Planning Board Vice Chair Michael Gibney says Gorham Sand and Gravel's application meets all the current requirements, with safety measures in place to control noise and protect nearby air and groundwater, all of which comply with state and federal regulations.
And I felt that it was covered.
But outside of what the board has control over, there might be another way for these residents to air their concerns.
Our goal is always to be a good neighbor.
Gorham Sand and Gravel's general manager, Mark Curtis, says his phone lines are always open, and if problems come up, he'll try to find a solution.
And that's how we've achieved the reputation and the standing that we have in the communities that we're in.
Curtis has experienced this kind of resistance before, but believes letters of recommendation from other towns show he gained their trust. Still, he understands that trust might not be transferable and will have to be built.
It's the fear of the unknown, and we get that.
Here, honey, I know.
In Carroll's case, the unknown has high stakes. If history does repeat itself, she's out of backup plans. In Alfred, Pearl Small, News Center, Maine.